Oh, I'm old. I'm very old. I did not realize how old I was
My blob
until...
is also massive in that corner.
Yeah, it's because you're the only one here, and I have it set up to where the size of the icons will change. So I'm gonna make you a little smaller. I still like how you vibrate like crazy. It's kind of hilarious.
So I actually have DT working on one where it's like basically my character, but doing this too.
That's funny. Honestly, that'll fit you really well.
Hey, I don't think I talked to you about it. I know I talked to your SO about it, but I did start talking to a new artist about updating my design completely.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you wanted to do that so fast. It hasn't been that long since you got it.
It's been about 2 years since I
Huh?
got my model. Yeah, believe it or not.
I don't.
No, it's been 3 years because it was about the time that we moved into the new place. It's been about 3 years since I got it.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Because it wasn't 2022 when I got it.
That's...
2022 is a very busy year for me for personal reasons.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's
You're
been about
very
3 years.
right. I hate that.
And like, I don't hate my model. I love my model. I think it's great. I just wanted something that wasn't directly, this is an FF14 character, you know?
Yeah. Which honestly I think is the best idea.
Yeah, just make it more general. Anyway, I'm gonna start my Mario run now.
I wish you luck. Be recording, have your splits up.
I've got my splits up, but I'm not recording. My time doesn't, like, I'm not good enough to where they need proof of my runs, basically.
Okay. You just kind of submit the time and they move on.
I actually don't, I've never uploaded a time. I could, but I don't
I mean,
care enough.
22 on a 16-star run is not like a terrible run.
No, if you want anywhere close to top 100, you're pulling like 19.
Oh, I'm aware, but like
22, I'm still in like the top 5,000 people. Like,
you're also just not doing it every single day.
Well, yeah, I love Mario 64, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't need to play this game every day.
No.
When I did, I got super burnt out super quick.
No, that's the one thing about speedrunning I try to be really careful about. Like, it's the reason why I don't speedrun a lot. Oh, I forgot about these.
I'm also playing on Imu instead of... Oops.
Yeah, there's no arachnid warning in this game, everybody. If you hate giant spiders, don't watch for the next... I don't know how long. Ow.
I had the most scuffed start, but I hit Lakitu skip, which is really funny. Because I have not practiced at all today, by the way.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Will you leave me alone? What's your fucking range, spider?
Now the question is, can I do bomb clip too? I could if I had any speed.
I wish you luck.
Nah, this is just gonna be a run to get a time, basically.
Yeah, de-rust and move on. Ow.
Yeah, my life split's reminding me that I've done 300 runs of this game.
It's still fun.
It would be a lot more if it had counted like all the archipelago stuff too, but like...
True. But also with the archipelago stuff, you have other people influencing what you're doing.
That too. It's still fun.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that in the slightest.
I kind of like doing randomizer stuff. I need to submit my YAML for DP's stuff soon. I haven't done that.
Your what?
It's called a YAML file. It's basically like a profile, so that when you load into Archipelago, it basically gives you your settings and what you have in your game.
Huh.
It's just called a YAML file. I don't know why. YAML.
I guess it's just the file type they decided to go with. Range, yeah. Yes. Yep.
Fuck.
Now, those spiders really wanted my nuts. I did not realize they could go that far.
Oh, let's go!
You got that? What the fuck?
It's required for me. If I don't hit that, then I actually just like fail the run.
Yeah, you usually just reset that.
I reset a Lucky 2 skip too. If I don't get to do Lucky 2 skip, it's not a PB for me. It wastes that much time.
Oh boy. I do not remember how to do this.
I don't know about you, but I'm doing, like, all the tricks that I'm normally bad at, I'm doing great.
Well, now that you've said something.
Oh yeah, like I said, this is just to get a time. I have 3 more stars I have to get here before I go to CCM. And this is the trick that I'm worried about the most, because I've not practiced this in a little while.
Cannon skip.
Yeah, cannonless. There's a new setup for this, but... Oops.
But do you know the new setup?
I know it, I don't know how to do it. So we just hit it normally. Let's fucking go!
Wow, you got it?
Dude, cannon skip's great.
There he is.
I will say, cannon skip and Alice are like the 2 that I spent the most time on, because I spent so much time, like so much wasted time, trying to get through them.
I forget how to make you go into that fucking slot.
I'm actually not that far behind my best pace either. Oh, now I am. Whoop. I have 1 more star to get here, but I'm only like 30 seconds behind.
There we go.
If I PB on your stream, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, take it and run, right? Oh god, I forgot how much fucking health he had.
It would be a really great clip if I did PB on your stream, though.
I would love to see it. Unironically.
Oh. That one's still kind of hard for me. Oh, and then I walked off. Oh, might as well go all the way around because I fucked it up. Yeah, these are really bad splits.
Again, you're very much out of practice, so...
Very rusty, you know?
Ow.
I'm taking solace in that fact.
Wow.
Ooh. I haven't done that in a while. And I plan on doing more runs than just the one, so...
Let's say I hope so. You're gonna be here for a little bit.
Yeah, like, what, 3-ish hours? 4 hours?
Depends on how absorbed I get. That's what's normally the question. But also, I am not prepared for this guy. I am not hitting him hard at all.
I love that trick.
Ow.
Oh, come on. Oh, really? Come on, dude. I'm gonna do the triple jump method. Didn't work. Okay, now I've lost a bunch of time because I'm dicking around, but... I don't care what people say, this is still the coolest star in the 16-star route.
Oh, the penguin?
Yeah. Let's do that little number. I love that. It's so much fun.
Ow. All right,
I'm
come back in the
still
room.
only 30 seconds behind. I could salvage this. Actually, no, I can't because Shifting Sandland and Hazy Maze are where like my good splits are. Throw him? I'm not gonna throw him. That's a time loss.
Yeah, he is going for a PB.
I wouldn't say going for a PB. This is more like derusting.
I mean, if you end up PBing on a D-Rust, I'm gonna lose my mind.
If I stop flicking my camera.
Never. You will never stop doing that.
Yeah, this would be a lot easier if I had an N64 controller to play on, but I'm playing on a Switch controller and, like... diagonals are what kill me. Whoop. I wish I knew how to do the speed kicks properly. I'd actually gain a lot of time. Well, there goes that run.
You fucked up. Yeah.
I logged up the wrong way. Look at him run like a bitch.
That's just what he does. And
Hey,
it's
Lois.
still fucking annoying.
Nothing I love more than the 1 minute fucking cutscene I have to watch every single time. I should actually set up the automatic fucking
The splits.
for this, yeah. I'm too late. It's not hard, it's...
Trying to get my fucking bloodstone chunk. Can you shut up? Hi there. Fuck.
Beautiful Lakitu skip, though. That was actually a better time than I normally get. I was 0.5 seconds faster, which is fucked up.
I forgot that he just starts that and it goes. All right. Apparently, I do not hit Mikolash very hard. So what I should do is probably say fuck it and just get free souls.
In case you missed it, I did bomb clip.
Hell yeah. Hi, Berto. No, fuck Mikolash. His defense stat is a little too high.
Oh, I needed to...
You good?
That's me mashing through text. It's just slapping my controller over and over.
True.
Because there's so much I have to skip here.
I need more twin stone shards? Jesus.
Nice. I come back from not playing Mario for 5 months, and all of a sudden I'm like, God, what is this bullshit?
Don't question it, move on. That's all I got for you. Just don't question it and move on.
I know there's faster movement I can do there, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to.
But who cares? Just do it.
Might be a little too far to the right. Got it. Oh, the music cut out. That was weird.
Yes, he does, with his little Burger King crown.
Oh,
look at him.
fine.
He looks so bad.
I'd rather not. Whew.
You
Almost
know
slid
what
off.
might be funny lore for this guy?
Hmm.
He's Grandpa. The grandpa that died and left you the letter. This is him.
Oh! Like for the farm?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He died and ended up in Yardom, and to get back, he has to survive. I lost my bed. No! Ash does not like this idea.
Where am I? Got that one.
Ash, I might have some bad news. You might have to draw this face a few times.
Oh.
Again, you have other things to draw first.
Yeah, I still need to commission Ash to do that dumbass drawing of mine.
I mean, Droopy Dog is kind of the vibe we went for when we created him in the character creator, so...
Come on.
Alright, Blood Contingent 30. Let's get Endurance to, like, 20.
How am I 13 seconds ahead?
Don't question it, move on. Because seriously, if you PB on my stream, I'm gonna lose it.
Bro, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Imagine submitting this as your recording.
Oh, they would automatically reject my ass. Are you kidding me?
It'd be real funny. No, just no. Your phone is telling you no.
I love that camera trick.
It's really nice. Honestly, a lot of the tricks in that game are kind of insane for their time.
Oop.
Also, again, to reiterate, I do not care if this is cheating. I am recording footage, and that is all that matters.
What is it?
The cum dungeon where I'm getting 85,000 souls every time I reload it.
Cum chalice?
Yeah.
I am 30 seconds ahead of my PB. This is bullshit.
You want a break from the ads? Subscribe. That's a joke, honey. I promise you it's a joke. Please don't kill me.
Sends you a subscription.
To be fair, if you start making emotes for Blades, I'm sure he would willingly give you some money.
It's your mommy. Your mommy?
It's my mummy.
Yo, your mommy?
My mommy.
I wish I had one of those.
Wow, bro.
Very well. Let the echoes become your...
Oh yeah, you were talking during an ad.
I was? Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Who cares?
I love that trick. It's so cool.
Honestly, a lot of the tricks in that game are kind of nuts to look at.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm going safe strat here. Oh, I have to wait because I didn't get Tsukushima cycle.
You did it to yourself.
I held down. I held down. I held down. I held down.
You fucked up.
Oh, that was such a good run. Oh.
He literally launched himself into a pit on a possible PB pace. I feel bad.
Not launch myself into a pit. I have to long jump there. I was just too close to the ledge, so Mario grabbed the ledge first.
Yeah.
Instead of stand on the platform.
I can definitely tell what happened. I just feel bad about it.
It's whatever. It's gonna happen eventually. It's happened before. I'm just on an amazing pace and then just
It happens.
bullshit myself.
We know how it goes, especially in speedrunning. Alright, giant spiders, leave me alone. Those things are an actual nightmare.
Oh, fuck off. You can tell I've reset that a couple times before.
Yeah. The fuck off told me everything I needed to know.
I was slightly too far to the side. Now we get to watch this cutscene for 400 more years. Fries roast foul.
I mean, they should also be saying fuck off to the crying child. Because that child is part of the lore, unfortunately.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that child is lore. This game is kind of fucked up.
Entire series is fucked up. What do you mean?
You right.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's the shortcut I was looking for. Thanks for the free souls, video game. No, they know how fucked up Mikolash is as a boss. They gave you a free shortcut, like, right there.
Come on,
Excuse
you
you.
fat Italian asshole.
Go straight.
Huh?
Not you.
No, you like cut out on my end for some reason.
Oh, I said go straight.
Oh. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, that's what I should be doing, but... Want to see something funny?
As soon as I don't die to Mikolash. Really, bro?
Want a break from the ass?
You know what? I appreciate that. I'm not even gonna argue. I just appreciate that. Because that's money. That's just money.
Funny. It's also funny. Me mashing to get this shit. Done it? Oh!
I couldn't
A
roll.
little slow.
Come on.
I don't like hitting that Goomba.
All right, part 1 done.
I said 0.1 second.
A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream.
Also, I think you're consistently the one person who consistently gives out subs, so I appreciate it.
Every once in a while. When I have money, you know. Ow! I lost time! If I PB with a bonk, I'm gonna be pissed.
Hey, at least you can PB off the bonk.
But I'd have to get all these, like, spicy tricks again.
Yeah, but that's normal. Okay, there we go. Fuck off.
Oh, I missed it.
No, I actively dislike having to chase this fucking boss.
Miss it again. Nap! This run's gone.
Well, just keep trying at that point.
Oh, of course. What's I say?
Oh, firsty. So for the chat who doesn't know what a firsty is, it's
Thank
when
you, Lizzie. How you doing?
Fucking first spring ball kick off of.
God damn it.
There we go. Oh. I was fucking robbed.
You usually get robbed. There we go. Mikolash down.
I want to jump in the cliff.
Ray slaughtered. Another one bites the dust. Ow.
Oh, that does kind of remind me. Hey, I'm gonna be in your neck of the woods like sometime next year, maybe.
I will absolutely plan for that. We do have our passports, and it would be cheaper than going to Ireland.
Yeah, like unironically, I've got somebody who wants me to go up there and visit, and it's on like near where I think they are.
You'd have to confirm
I'm
it
not
a DM.
Obviously not gonna say anything, but the plan is potential. Yeah, there's a couple people up there who I want to meet while I'm, like, if I actually do go up there. How am I hitting that so consistently? I'm pissed.
I'd love to just see it in general, because one of the things I know about myself is I want to be a world trotter. I want to travel. And man, is it hard.
I mean, you guys went to Ireland already, didn't you?
Yeah, it was one of the big ones on the list, but it's one of those things of, like, if you... It's a money problem. Like, doing it once every few years is still hard.
Oh.
All right, Mikolash is dead, thank God.
A little slow on the BOV, but that's okay. I'm getting all the tricks I usually fuck up super hard on, and then I suck cock at Bowser. I'm not rephrasing that.
What is it you...
Feel free to DM and stuff. I don't have everything ironed out fully yet. Mostly, as was just mentioned, it's a money thing. But if I get everything ironed out and save up, like, I want to save like $2,000 if I can.
No, like, going to where they are is usually a lot cheaper than going overseas, so...
Well, I was looking at tickets actually not too long ago, like, in the general area that I would be, and it was like 400 round trip. It was like surprisingly
Seriously?
cheap. Yeah.
Well, considering where you are, I can imagine it being a little cheaper, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, you got it.
I figured I was gonna fail that because I was talking too.
No,
Yeah,
when
like
you zone out is when you do the hardest tricks.
Like, the shitty part about it was there was 2 layovers, but like, I think I can suffer through 2 layovers for that long of a flight, you know? Because not only would I be losing like 10 hours of my life on a flight, I'd also be like sitting around an airport.
Honestly, I really hate doing layovers. I just refuse to do it.
I mean, the one that I took to when I went to visit Luis was no layover, and that was kind of nice, but like also I kind of just like hate the, not the flight, but like the pre-flight stuff. I kind of hate that.
Oh, getting through TSA and stuff like that.
Well, I didn't have any problems with TSA because I have pre-check.
Man, I really considered paying for it, and then I started seeing the lines that some people had.
So worth it. At least where I am, it's so worth it.
No, where I am is one of the busiest airports in the world. So TSA pre-check gets abused.
Yeah. But like for me, it was great because it's like I wasn't carrying a whole lot. I was carrying clothes, my laptop, like my phone, headphones, watch. Like it wasn't like I had a ton of stuff to begin with. But at the same time, it was like I think I was in that line for maybe 3 minutes.
That's not bad.
And we're like one of the connector flights to or like from Japan, so it's like not that bad.
That would do it.
So like there were a lot of people there at fucking like 5 in the morning when we went, because we got like red-eye flight because it was super cheap. But yeah, it's like worse stuff, you know.
All right. And so we continue on this hellish journey to get to Murgo. Which honestly, Murgo's a fun boss. I like Murgo.
Oh, I missed it. I somehow saved 2 seconds on Womp's Fortress.
Don't question it and move on.
Considering I've been behind this whole run, I'm gonna just take it.
Shut up,
I
child.
say this whole run like I've been running for a while. It's been 5 fucking minutes, you know?
You're still doing great.
It's... Okay, so my problem, and this is just like as a speedrunner looking at myself, is that the end of my run is usually pretty good. The start of my run is where the problems are. And
True.
if I iron those out, like my runs will actually be pretty good. The problem is just ironing that out.
Yeah.
And I don't play consistently enough to like fully hash the... God, come on, dude.
Like that.
Yeah, like... If I didn't mess that up, I'd probably have more time going into Bowser. But like... I also don't care.
No, I would definitely say just complete a run. Like, at that point, just complete a run.
I'm not completing that one!
I mean, it doesn't seem like it. You already quit out.
I accidentally saved and quit because I thought I hit down at the right frame. No!
Oh, right. Frenzy's an instant kill. I forgot about that.
Not in this game.
I completely forgot about Frenzy. You okay?
One of my buddies just posted it, like one of my buddies posted just in a mutual friend of ours just bitch and just this weird cat emote. Usually we're the one doing it to them, so it's funny to look at.
Is it the sedative? Is that what calms it? Let's find out.
Okay, that's a lot more consistent. I'm gonna be doing that from now on. I think I've only missed it like 3 times.
I don't know why I paused. I didn't do it. Like, if you opened, like, a TikTok or something, that would pause it.
On your phone, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're on, like a laptop, it wouldn't. Not Big Bomb, but... 0.9.
You're not stupid. Shut up.
That one's a little stupid.
No.
I was fully expecting them, like, when you're like, you're not stupid, shut up, to just hear, like, in the background, just...
Yeah. No, they're feeling a little weak today because they started a new med.
Yeah. Know that feeling. That suck. Just generally.
100%. Cymbalta got hands. It does.
I'm more impressed I've been hitting this as consistently as I have. Very proud of myself for that because I usually have to reset there.
Hey, take the dub.
Well, I'm doing something right. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing it right. Oh. Good. Straighten that out a little bit. Hey. This game's so cool. I love Mario 64.
Yep. So I have enough health to survive a frenzy tick, but my sword was out, so I bled myself to death.
Unfortunate. Oh.
Literally, sword was bleeding. I looked at my hands and went, I am my own unmaker. Also, I'm really happy with how the like YouTube shorts and the TikToks are coming out, honestly.
Oh, they're coming out great. I've only seen the like couple that you've got on your YouTube.
Well, we've got 7 now, because the first one started going up on the 10th. And I plan on posting one every single day. So a lot of them are going to be backlogged. I'm purposely, like, scheduling 2 every VOD.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I need to take a vacation or I don't have the ability to edit something, like, I want the ability to, like, breathe, and then I can catch up again.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I'm still trying to decide if, like, putting a title in the short is working or not, but we'll need more critical data for that. I've been experimenting a lot.
I'm just gonna do like what Thor says and put a title on it anyway because it'll reach more people if you do.
I killed myself.
Damn, that's a clean ass Womps.
That was a clean ass Womps.
10-second save. For my PB.
So you mean like put a tile at the top of it, right?
Oh, no, I mean just like having a title like for YouTube.
Oh, that's what I still do. Like, I'm still putting titles and shit like that. I meant, like, in the video itself, like, explaining what we're talking about.
Oh, some people yes, some people no. You know, it's kind of a case-by-case from what I understand.
The fact I'm doing multiple people's subtitles tells me I probably shouldn't. I don't want it to fill the screen too much.
I mean, subtitles help.
Oh, no, I'm
Like,
still gonna do subtitles. It's, do I need to have a title with the subtitles, you know?
Oh, I feel like that'll get messy.
That's one of the reasons
Personally.
why I'm, like, experimenting and seeing what it looks like, because, like, when I'm talking by myself, it helps, but
Yeah.
when you guys are involved, I like, only having the text on there.
And like, can't forget, like, one of the big things that content creators look over is like disabled people. So like having subtitles even when it's just you helps out a lot too.
Oh, I'm always going to do subtitles. Like, that's not a question.
So clean CCM. Clean CCM.
Nice.
I didn't fuck up my wall kicks.
You didn't fucking die? Like I did?
I was
Not
about to say,
again!
I'm going to Bowser now, so we'll see. That's where both of my good runs have died. So can't do the movement to get up to Bowser.
The game is trying to tell you something.
Yeah, it's saying throw the run.
Again.
Keep your 2210 and be happy. I was actually like, when I got the 2210, I was considering just like hardcore grinding it so I could get sub 22. And that was like one of my New Year's goals is get sub 22. So if I do it here, that'll be really cool. Just saying.
I consider like getting back into speedrunning every once in a while, and then I think about it and I'm like, do I want to put that time commitment back in?
It depends on what you do with it.
Because I played a lot of Bastion. That was my speed game.
I love Bastion. I don't think I could play it as a speed game though.
It's really hard. Like, that game is optimized to shit.
That's what I mean. Well, I mean, I'm playing Mario 64, okay? Like, chill. Whew.
No, honestly, some of the tricks in Bastion are really fucking difficult sometimes. Are you dead?
I kicked. I didn't mean to kick.
You goofy? You even got the fucking cycle.
I did have Tsukishima cycle. I didn't mean to kick, and I kicked because I'm stupid.
Goofy.
Oh, well. Another run on the board.
Just keep adding.
That's what I gotta go by, is just another run on the board. If I get frustrated,
There we go.
throw my
Jesus.
controller.
I didn't fucking kill myself this time.
I didn't start. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Never mind. One of my friends.
Fucking... Put me down.
Damn, you were getting smoked by that guy.
That frenzy on top of, like, just general bullshit.
Ah. Whoop.
Like, some of the hitboxes in this game, I just do not agree with.
Binder,
Like that. What the fuck just happened?
Damn, he had a Plesioth hitbox there. What the fuck?
Like, that was a Marth fucking grab box. I disagree.
Nah, Plesioth is bigger.
True. That man fucking full screen command grabbed me.
Yep. Welcome to Under Night, bitch. I'm getting sick of this Lakitu.
I mean, you kind of have to deal with that to deal with the speedrun.
I know, and I hate it. I'm
No.
more upset that the community hasn't just added a minute to their time and just suffered, like, cut this cutscene out.
Because you can't do it to the 64 version, that's why.
Yeah, no, that's the big reason, because then technically the end user better.
Like, for practice, you can absolutely just, like, skip it, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you fucked up.
So, like, fun fact, Nintendo doesn't want us to talk about this, but there is a practice, like, build out there that people use.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like, it kind of has, like a chapter select kind of thing, where you can just try different stars and see what works for you.
That's
But
cool.
it also has, like, a replay system so that you can, like, save state in the game.
Damn.
Yeah, like, the community builds on this are super good. There's a lot of games that have stuff like that, too. But, like, Mario 64 is obviously a key one because it's such a massive speed game.
Honestly, it's the speed game. I can't think of another game that's really bigger than it, except for maybe Metroid 2. Or Super Metroid? I think it's the right one.
Super Metroid, yeah. Super Metroid... There was some game that came out. Resident Evil 4 is another one.
True.
A lot of people love speedrunning Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 2. Oh, I was a little too far. Hold on, let's check speedrun. Well, this Lakitu shits in my mouth. Games. Ultra Kill is another really active one. It's actually more popular than Mario 64 right now. Like, as far as active runners. Celeste is up
Fuck
there.
off, lady.
Lethal Company is actually a speed game, apparently.
Get quota under a certain time. I could see that.
Pizza Tower.
Are you kidding me?
Duh. But yeah, like, Mario 64 is still in the top 5 current highest active runners of speed games, so just for reference of how commonly Mario 64 is still played.
Yeah.
When this game was released almost 25 years ago. No, 25 years ago, because this game released in 99.
Damn, you right.
Hey Google, when did Mario 64 release? You're a liar.
What did it say?
1996, which is probably the Japan version.
Probably. Let me look it up. Hold on.
Hey Google, when did Mario 64 release in the US?
June 23rd, 1996.
Oh!
September for America.
Oh, I'm old.
A little bit.
Yeah, NA September 29th, 1996. Oh, that's way off center. I'm not... Yeah, that's a dead run.
You're not making that.
What am I thinking of that was 99? Is it Smash Bros?
Probably?
Hey Google, when did Super Smash Bros. 64 release? Yeah, 99. January 21st, 1999.
There you go.
Oh, I'm old!
We're all old, dude.
Hate it. I remember the commercials, man.
Mm-hmm.
For Smash, not this game. I was a little too young for that one.
I'll always have a fond memory of seeing Mario getting tossed around like a goddamn rag doll on the TV.
Yeah. Or Yoshi with the hammer.
Are you fucking kidding me, video game?
Ow.
There's Frenzy again. Jesus Christ, die! Leave me alone.
Hey, you got your blood.
I don't know how.
10K.
I don't know how I got those back. I've died several times with that bitch.
I think it's because they still had them, and unlike Elden Ring, this game is nicer to you when it comes to your souls, or echoes, or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
True. Leave me alone. How? That frenzy proc did not feel right.
Hey, look, your best friend.
What? You saw that, right?
Dead.
I'm getting frenzy proc, but I'm not dead.
I'm surprised you just run by him.
If you kill them, they stay dead. They're a semi-unique enemy.
They're fully dead. It's actually kind of important to kill them because they have the frenzy daily.
Exactly.
There's so much damage.
Leave me alone.
Dead.
Actually, yeah. I hate these things. I really do.
There we go.
Good job.
Took 3 attempts.
Also, I'll say I'm fairly positive they're unique enemies. If I'm wrong, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, actually. Oh, my stream's buffering because Twitch is a great website.
Thanks, Twitch.
And because I'm in the middle of a run, I can't fix it.
It's fine.
I should have just kept that run, but whatever.
To be fair, being picky is part of being a speedrunner.
Yeah. Put down
Wait,
there.
no. I think there's a certain trick to this. Hold on.
Those down, so each.
Do I have? I do. Is it the Shaman Bone Blade I want though? Is that what I think it is? Let me double check. Hold on.
That's okay. I'm on this cutscene for the 700th time. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna load up a randomizer and say fuck. Randomizers are still fun.
Yeah, it is the one that transforms enemies into hostiles to other enemies.
Ah, titties. Oh.
This is the one thing about speedrunning, like a really fast game or really fast category, is that you will restart the start so
really
many times.
It's so frustrating. I'm like, I'm used to it, but also like, God, fuck.
It's like, please, dear God.
This is why, like, I don't know. It's weird. I hate the start of Mario 64 because of this cutscene, but I like the movement of the start of the game, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, apparently I was wrong. These guys are not uniques.
Oh, fuck them then, run past them.
Yeah, actually. No, I sure have thought these guys were uniques.
They look like they could be, to be fair.
They look like it should be.
Yeah.
Like, Frenzy is kind of insane in this game.
Oh, I was way off. Okay, you know what? You know.
Alright, it's gonna proc.
I don't know again. Not that. Let's see. Archipelago.
Loading up the randomizer.
Yeah, might as well. Oh my lord. I think I have a file for it already.
Yeah, here we go. This is the thing that I was thinking about. Yeah, there's the big one. That's the one that's constantly proccing the area. And now it's dead.
Game. Go away, live split. No, I don't want to update my splits. I'm upset. I want.
Yes, these spiders have faces. Do not question it. I cannot tell you why.
Ew.
We are in the nightmare, but like, you know, shit's odd.
File.
Frenzy procced. Frenzy didn't proc. I'm kind of surprised.
File. All. That one. What? Oh, that's right. It has to be a zip. Do I still have that zip on my...
I'm sure you could find it.
If not, I just make one.
Also, this is the main reason why you want to get rid of that thing, because there's so much shit on the ground over here.
I do still have... Forgot it was named that.
What'd you name it?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Tells me everything I need to know.
It's safe for Twitch. People have said a lot worse, but it's just, I don't know, it makes me laugh.
It's the crew joke.
Upload cock and ball torture.
Thank you, Crow. Is that actually the name?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean it only contains options? Oh, that's right. There we go.
Yes, Blades is still my my surfers in the corner.
Download the spoiler log just to have it.
Jesus Christ, you dickhead.
Man. That one?
Yeah, I'll be fixing that in a second as soon as he posts up a game again.
Hold on. There you go.
Give me just a second, I'm dying.
Oh, that's my joke.
No, like I am dying in my game. Fucking Evelyn.
Damn, shoot that bitch.
To be fair, I have a blood tinge build, so
Yeah.
why the fuck not? Quit it. That's what I wanted.
Give me a rough time, ma'am. You know what I have to say to that? Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
1 second.
All right, so he's shifting to a randomizer from what I understand. There we go.
Yes.
All right,
They're
you
a little
can be
more-
seen. Have fun.
They're a little more fun for me and less like. Yeah.
Oh, I 100% get that.
That's
Also,
what
I will
it's-
point this out specifically because it's this area. There is no music for this part of the game. It's really fucking creepy.
Plays copyright music over microphone.
My VOD would get shot. That's really it.
Yeah, it's playing Kezu's theme.
Is that actually right?
Kezu in Monster Hunter has no music, so that's the joke.
That's hilarious. There is the other shortcut.
Eh. Even on a rando, I miss it. This is bullshit.
You did it to yourself.
I don't actually know if I've got the right rando setting. Funny part. Oop.
Jesus, the Shikage with blood drawn is kind of nuts. I've never used this weapon because I never did a blood tinge build. This is kind of crazy.
Whoa. He can still bomb clip though. Oh. Oh, that's regular. That's vanilla. Fucking.
Did you do it to yourself again?
I closed the fucking game like a dingleberry.
Goofy.
Sorry, I'm loading it back up. Same thing.
Boink.
Well. So most of this is going to be stars anyway, but... It's another fast star I can do here real quick. No, you don't have the...
So how does the randomizer work? Can you explain it to me?
So specifically what I'm doing is... the way the Archipelago specifically works is that normally you play with more people / more games. So for example, if I pick up a Power Star in Mario, there's a chance that if somebody was playing, like, for example, Kingdom Hearts 2, it could be a Keyblade, it could be a potion, it could be a proof, and, like, if they pick up an item in Kingdom Hearts 2 from one of the chests,
You get something.
it could be, yeah, it could be, like, my wing cap, it could be a key, you know,
That's
stuff of
neat.
that nature. That's how Archipelago works. And since like this is like a baby seed randomizer, so it's not like a ton of settings like you would like a Majora's Mask or an Ocarina of Time run. It's just like I want to relax a little bit and look for a key instead of try to speed run.
100% get that.
And like I don't think I have. Oh hey, see, wing cap. So I unlocked my wing cap from beating the Big Bomb on the summit.
I forget what this fucking thing is.
Like just as a reference to how silly this is.
There you are. Hi there. By the way, I hate this thing. For a number of reasons. Like, look at this thing.
I'm gonna do something funny. I'm sure everybody's seen this trick already, but who knows what silly kicks are?
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
Okay, so you know that there's like this slope right here. Everybody knows in Mario 64 how you can't climb it.
Yeah. There
I
you
just
go.
climbed it. And silly kicks are super easy to do. Not even kidding about that. Oh, I should have gone to the wall. Literally the way that you do silly kicks is you hold A and then you just hit B every once in a while and you can go up these slopes. Depending on the slope, you need to mash it more. And now I'm gonna spin on this until Koopa catches up. Did I go get another star? Maybe. But I'm not gonna waste this time.
And yes, I actually should be doing this. This might seem like a gigantic waste of time, but it's worth it.
Also, Crow, get back into Uwu, you loser.
Is he actually doing Uwu right now?
I don't know if he's doing it right now, but...
There we go. Living
Up for
string.
another hour. Yeah, he got tired of failing DSR, so he went to something, you know, much easier. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Ah, shit.
There we go.
Wait, what do you mean you're doing adjustments again? Hold on, I have to get more information on that.
Ow.
We adjusted to something that they can do. Yeah, you can adjust my nuts in your mouth.
Bruh.
Got his ass.
Got him.
I need to do coins. I need a bunch of coins.
Thank you, Chris. All right.
Almost missed it.
All right. So, do I take this to the next level? You know what?
Okay.
Fuck it.
You do it.
I am going to power level to get my blood tinge to 50.
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Having fun?
I gotta get coins.
True.
Yeah, fuck you, pussy. Oh wait, I don't think 100 coins are anything special in this. Ah!
Yeah, fucked up.
Nah. I hit the.
Why'd you dive?
I didn't mean to. I hit a. Hit that. Do you see that vertice right there? That seam right there?
Yeah.
On the, yeah, I hit that and it made me lose all momentum, so I dove instead.
It's so funny how the cannon exists.
What do you mean? Like in Mario 64?
No, in Bloodborne. There's
Oh.
a weapon called the cannon. And it is exactly what you think it is. Every time you fire it, it takes 10 bullets. I literally cannot equip it because it takes 30 strength.
It's a lot of strength.
Mm-hmm.
It's 24 down there, I think. I have to hit 80 off of this. 76. Oh.
Chat, I'm gonna be here for a minute. Sorry.
Whoa. Also, I'm being messaged by people. They're like, let me know if you open the farm today. And I'm like, do you want to open the farm? We can.
I mean, if people want to play today, I do not care. Like, we're
I
in
don't
this
care
call for
either.
a reason.
I just don't know if they are watching the stream because they are a goofy ass motherfucker.
Is it Ezreal?
No.
Well, it's only 2 other people because we know someone who's not farming today.
Yeah, because they're a baby
No.
who's on new medicine. How dare you?
That new medicine is actually kicking their ass, though.
I don't blame them. Fucking new medicine's fucking me up too. I'm still gonna talk shit, like.
In the chat, fuck you.
Woohoo!
What a slide.
A lot of speed. A horrible place for that coin.
Hun, I do hope you've already messaged your psych.
I was about to say, at least message the nurse and be like, help!
It's not even a help. It's like side effect of some meds. Jesus Christ, dude.
Like, I know, that shit not fun. Side effects are fucking awful.
Mashing it, yeah.
Oh, I got a key!
Well, honey, I will say that it at least confirms you have fibro. Now we know.
The wobbly cats.
Not an exaggeration.
Alright, well, fuck this place. I'm gonna go check out all the other places I can go to. So, assuming... Okay, so... Archipelago is usually pretty intelligent about where it, like, tries to lead you.
Mm-hmm.
I have wing cap. Oh, I'm actually gonna show a cool trick here. I don't know how...
Are
in-depth
you teleporting to a parallel universe?
No, God. I'm sure everybody in the mother has seen this. I'll jump there. Where is that? It's like here? Something like that? Yeah, the wing cap. Fuck the rolling lug.
Yep. Go straight to it.
That. You can also triple jump wall kick, but you have to be really precise. But yeah, usually Archipelago, the way that it sets up is it's like it actually kind of tries to like hit you in the direction you need to go. So I've got a progressive key and I've got wing cap. That tells me that I probably need to be here.
Also, yes, I'm completely removing the challenge from the game at this point because I just need the footage.
Yeah. Okay,
wow, you got cucked. No, if you want to switch to Stardew, I do not care.
I don't give a shit either. Hey Google, call Ezreal.
Isn't he still at work?
It might be. I hope the Jack can hear that.
Not at the moment. Also, it's a good thing I wear fucking earbuds instead of having speakers like some streamers.
Yeah, he's still busy.
He must still be at work, or he's dealing with something important.
That or he doesn't want to deal with my bullshit right now.
True.
Oh, he just messaged me at work.
Look at me knowing shit.
I kind of forget that he's like behind me in time zones.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why, like, with Raid, he sometimes will show up half an hour late, which we really don't care about. Also, I genuinely cannot wait for Dawn Trail action trailer to finally come out.
Yeah, we probably got at least a month before it happens, so...
Yeah, it's usually about, well, no, the Endwalker one came out, like, a couple of months beforehand.
I love that trick.
It's a good trick. Goofy.
Getting out of this fucking sand. Also, I'm upset because I actually missed the kick there that would have pushed me forward.
Chris, I am in the same boat. I need to see Viper's entire kit. I need to see if it has trance as a stance.
I'm telling you, it does, because we've seen it in the...
I know we saw it in the benchmark, but is it like a form change like Reaper, or is it a proper stance?
From what we know about it from the trailers that we've seen, is that it is a part of your rotation like Reaper, but how it functions, we don't know.
Like, I want to see it force me to change how I play, you know?
Yeah, that's like, we've talked about it. Like, we don't have to go into super detail about it on stream about Bloodborne, but like...
I mean, I really don't care. I'm fucking grinding souls right now. Chris, this is the cum chalice. That's all you have to call it. And that's an exaggeration.
Kick. Yeah, I'm fighting a boss. So difficult. Look at this. Kick.
No, you didn't. Again, we can discuss it here because we never actually discussed it on a stream before, I don't think.
Oh, so those people who have known me, I've played Final Fantasy a long time.
You and I have both played since 1.0. You just committed harder to it.
Yeah. Well, you know, trauma.
True.
But no, like, I get why they trimmed down a lot of the actions and stuff. I get it. Because what bloat was getting too much, especially for like casual players who don't play this game every fucking day, like some of us do.
Yeah, we're both coughing in the corner.
But like, oh, it's just short, fucker. But like, reducing unnecessary buttons, like for one, Anatman needs to go. That button's actually fucking useless on Monk.
Mm-hmm.
I will die on that hill. If anybody's like, oh, but it refreshes Twin Snakes. If you really need to refresh Twin Snakes for 2 seconds while the boss is gone, your rotation's bad. Fuck you.
Damn. You're calling out half the fucking monks.
I don't give a fuck.
Ow. I hit my mic, sorry guys.
And the other one being Enlightenment. Like, that button is actually useless because it costs 5 chakra. Why would you ever use Enlightenment over fucking, what's that one? Forbidden Chakra? Why? Ever? Literally never.
Right, a couple more.
Like, I get what my hat. Like, I get why, like, they're cutting down on actions and like keeping some of the useless shit. I get it. But also, there are buttons that have existed forever that we can probably get rid of. Looking at Shield Bash for Paladin.
It really doesn't need it anymore.
The one fight where it was considered useful in recent times was E8S, Eden, what was it?
That's Shiva.
Yeah, Refulgence?
Yeah, because it was during fucking...
Shield Lob, okay, Shield Lob needs to stay for low level, specifically.
No, it's for Refulgence and it was for, Ad Break.
Yeah, like, that's the only time that Shield Bash has been considered useful. Because it used to break your combo. It doesn't break your combo anymore. But that still doesn't provide any value to the class. It's a stun. When you have a better stun that is in a lower cooldown that doesn't cost you a GCD called Low Blow.
Mm-hmm. And it's still a worse Flash, because Flash used to be a circular blind that actually generated aggro on everyone. But no, they just made it into an AoE combo instead.
I don't hate the AoE combo. I do like that Flash was a form of mitigation, even if it wasn't a good form of mitigation.
It was still another button you could choose to use instead of it being taken away from you.
Yeah.
Because at low levels, Flash was perfect.
Like, there's so many buttons that we can change or redo, and like, the simplification specifically of classes is what annoys me. I don't hate that they're doing it for a casual crowd, but they already have the land work for a, like, I've talked about this with you, it's like a Street Fighter 6 system where they have a classic controls and a like a modern control.
Yep. I want to see them use PvP controls in live content really badly.
I think PvP controls specifically for casual players or people who don't play a whole lot is fine. I think if you want to do that in a higher level setting, you're missing a couple of, like, it's not a huge amount of time, right? But it is some time lost on GCDs.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to switch between, like, which style better fits you as a player, I think is fine. And, like, obviously there's going to be this dichotomy of, oh, modern controls suck, oh, classic controls suck, you know, just like there's in Street Fighter. But I don't care, and a lot of people generally won't.
No, I will... No,
No,
it's...
like, I think full chain buttons are great for people like
Very
with
well.
disabilities. People with
Yeah.
disabilities could use that amazingly. People who play casually, they won't have to learn the 700 fucking
Farewell.
resources of every class to play the class half decently.
Exactly.
And that's like the big thing for me is like, make the game accessible, but don't make it baby easy.
No, I want to be able to see casual players do more challenging content if they want to. That's a big thing. Criterion's trying to fill that hole, but it's not doing a good job.
Criterion, Savage Criterion specifically is harder than Savage in my opinion because it's more punishing.
Yeah, it's a mid-core content, but it's Criterion
But it's
Savage
not-
is really bad.
Yeah, and like that's the thing that I enjoy about the Criterion Savages is like they are meant to kick you in the nuts.
Like, they're a cross between Savages and Ultimates. Like, they're harder than some of the Savages we've seen.
They're a middle ground between Savage and Ultimate in my eyes.
Yeah.
But, like, I want more people to not be walled or scared of the fact that there are people like, for example, me, who does Savage for fun. I don't want people to be like, oh, I'll never be able to play at this person's level. I'll never be able to clear Savage because this person can do it and it takes them a little bit. No, that's not true. You just need to sit down and learn.
Mm-hmm. I'll always say that Savage content is not hard if you have the willingness to learn.
Yeah, and like, again, I'm not trying to hate on casual players. Casual players make up a majority of the player base.
It's 80%.
It arguably more.
No, right now it's like the latest Savages, I think 20% of the player base has cleared at least one fight.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that Savage in Japan specifically is like...
It's a way of life.
It's a much more common thing than it is here.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
I would argue, just from my perspective, that they're like specifically Japan and like parts of Europe, that Savage is more casual for some people.
No, there are some people that will do Savages for fun. Like, there is no challenge. They'll just walk in and kill it.
Yeah, like that's just the thing. And I want more people to experience that. I want more people to have the static experience, you know, like the joining a group of people who want to share the experience that you have. Because that's, to me, what is the fun in an MMO. It's like what makes an MMO for me.
Absolutely, it's one of the reasons why you no, it's a pig. It's a giant pig. It's the reason why, particularly, you try to keep Luis and Ezreal in your groups. Like, every single time you make a new group, they're there.
Yeah, I also just trust them. Like, they're two people who I'm like, if I need something to be done or something explained, or, you know, I just need somebody to take the reins.
To
be a dumbass with, yeah. It's like I can rely on those two. But also, like, just having the excuse of like 2-3 nights a week. Hey, we all meet up for a few hours, we smack a boss for a little bit, and we go about our day. Like,
no, I'll always say that the reason why I enjoy raiding, especially with your groups in particular, is because the group has fun. I probably can't do hardcore prog because there would not be a lot of fun times happening, you know?
Specifically, and like, from a hardcore perspective, right? It's not meant to be fun.
No. It becomes a job.
Depending on the group. I will say that, depending on the group. But at the same time, it's like the fun happens when you get the kill. That's where the fun is.
True.
Finding out and solving the puzzle and then getting the kill. It's like that for WoW too. Like, I'm not gonna say it's just the FF14 thing. It's just like how MMOs are built.
It's how you keep your players. You give them the serotonin drip.
Yep. If you stop doing that, that's what happens.
MMO dies. Look at WildStars.
Yep.
Game
WildStars, look at Terra, Neverwinter, I think, barely exists.
WildStars died specifically because they catered too much to their casual crowd. Like, they had a few endgame fights that were decent, but because they tuned all of their content towards people can do whatever they want, their players left because they were like, oh, there's nothing for me to do.
Yeah. It's either there's nothing for me to do or there's too much. And it kind of sucks, you know? Because, like, if you take the approach that every player needs to do, like, a weekly raid to get gear that's higher level than people want to deal with, nobody's going to play it. Look at some of the WoW raids. Like, there are people who just don't do that.
And we're also hitting that point with 14 that I really hope that Yoshi P realizes that the Savage raids are starting to become inaccessible to casual players because the mechanics are too convoluted.
And, like, I would argue that because, again, we had Bahamut and Alexander back-to-back. But I also come from the WoW space. Oh wait, I don't need to be here. Like, I'm used to seeing bullshit and going, oh, okay, this is how this works. Oh, that's not how it works? Okay, well, how does it? You know? Not every player in FF14 has that same experience, you know?
No, absolutely not. And it's one of the things that the development team needs to be aware of that fact, and I really hope they're starting to think about it and going, wait, that's a problem. Because
I hope they also start noticing something big about their fights is that, like, one, yeah, like what Floral said, not everything is for everyone, but also reusing mechanics is fine, but you have to put a little more effort into them because...
I'm sorry, when you get limit cut every single tier...
It's the same with Akmorn. Like, we know what Akmorn is. We see it every fucking expansion. We see it every fucking patch. There's an Akmorn mechanic somewhere in the game.
Yep.
And that's not a bad thing, right? Because people know what it is.
Also, apparently I need to fix my earbuds real quick. So you finish explaining this, I'm gonna swap my earbuds over.
Okay. But like Akmorn's specifically is like one that I know is like not everybody knows to call out Akmorn. Especially like Endwalker brought in a lot of new players. These new players don't know what an Akmorn is. They go, "Oh, this is not something that I know what it is. What is it? Oh, Akmorn, you stack for it. How many times does it hit? 5. Okay. You know that because you've done you know that because you've done coils, you've done, you know, Nidhogg, you've done stuff like that. But if you have never done that, or you just went through Nidhogg yesterday, for example, saying Akmorn is not going to click in your mind. Oh my god, I am insane for that. And I think we need, like, not just the developers need to, like, come up with new mechanics, but, like, the community needs, as a whole, needs to stop holding on to mechanic names that we've had for 10 plus years at this point. And this is, you know, this is not just me saying this. Like, I get in a group that is more hardcore, you kind of need those because they're quick, easy call-outs. But something for casual players would be nice too. That's why they did the full rework on all the what is it? That's why they did the rework on all, like, the tank busters and the stack markers. Like, they made that known so that everybody would be able to look at it and have no issues transitioning it.
All right, what did I miss?
I was talking about, like, how stuff like Akmorn, like, we know what Akmorn is, but a new player who got into Dawn Trail this expansion doesn't know what the fucking Akmorn is.
No, so if, like, Rayleigh calls an Akmorn, they're gonna be like, where the fuck do I go?
Exactly.
No, I think, like, my biggest fucking problem with raid design in this particular game is they know what's challenging, which is why they continuously use the same mechanics over and over, because they're like, oh, if you've done at least a couple of fights, you'll know what this is, and that's kind of lazy design.
Yeah, I agree. Like, back to the whole limit cut thing. Like, we've seen limit cut how many times?
Every single expansion. We have seen limit cut in every single expansion at least once.
And, like, limit cut was difficult, but now everybody who cares for higher end content knows how to do limit cut.
And then they have to add in something else that makes limit cut weird to deal with. Like, with this tier, we have to deal with fucking Garuda tornadoes on top of limit cut.
Yep, you have to deal with the puddles.
Yep. Which is, like, neat take on limit cut, but it's just limit cut with an extra step.
Yep. And it's like, hey, I get it, right? Like, at some point you run out of ideas. But I think the team needs to take more inspiration from the Ultimates. And I know that's kind of a hot take. Because
the Ultimates have very unique mechanics. It's just how to tune them so that you don't completely alienate a player.
Right. And it's like, it's not fair for normal raids to be like Savage or like extreme level difficulty, because we still want as many players in there as possible so that they can enjoy the content as well. Like, that's the goal, right?
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, if all the mechanics are the same, you're gonna start alienating the hardcore players who play the game because they want the challenge, you know?
You know what? I do have a hot take I want to discuss with you. Locking mounts behind Savage.
I don't hate it, right? I don't hate it because it's another, like, especially now that the only thing behind Savage is the weapon and not chest piece too. It gives incentive of a reward to do the fight. And like, I know there are some people who will never go in and get those mounts. Like, it was a huge point of contention with the axolotl mount.
Yep, Criterion, Savage, and all that.
Yeah, those two. But like, I get why they're locked there. Is to be like, hey, I can flex and get this mount on content. Ow, you fucking asshole.
Like, of course you can wait an expansion and then go back and get it. Like, it's not like it's completely lost to you.
Right. But at the same time, then you're not really learning anything, you know?
Yeah, because I remember when Light Rampant was the wall, and I still call Light Rampant a semi-ultimate mechanic. Like, that is a hard mechanic to understand if you have not raided before.
Yeah. And like, I'm willing to agree and disagree with that part. Is like, for newer players, yes, it is an ultimate level mechanic because there's a lot going on, there's a lot to keep track of. But for people like us who have raided for a while in several different games, like, we look at Light Rampant, we go, okay, where do I need to stand? Okay, what's the condition? Okay, we're good to go.
Yep.
You know? And you teach somebody how to do Light Rampant and they feel really good about it because, God, that mechanic takes a while to learn. Right?
Because once you understand Light Rampant, it's simple. It's the learning process that you're supposed to learn.
And
by the way, no more crying, baby.
Hey, that's W. And like, again, as much as I'd like to say, like, I would love the game to be more difficult, it needs to be difficult to the players who like lose their sub as soon as like Savage and Ultimates are done. Right? It needs to be difficult for those people so they can stay around longer, while not being too difficult for a casual group to prog in.
You have come.
You know, not a week. Sorry, like 3 months, right?
Yeah.
A good casual group being able to prog in 3 months.
No, I will.
Yes.
I will say that I think Savage needs to be tuned down to be more like a mid-core content at this point.
Very well. Let me stand close.
Because I think the way they're approaching it is actively causing detriment in the community. Because people are like, "How the fuck do I do this?"
Right.
Farewell.
And like,
may you.
Oh, I am stuck.
You fucked up.
Nah, I'm fine. I can just exit level here. But one of the things specifically that bothers me about people's mindset of like, oh, this is hardcore content, I don't want to do it, is that
Go. Very well.
the term hardcore is not
Farewell, good. May
necessarily what people think it is. Like, when I talk about hardcore content, right, I talk about Ultimate's Criterion Savage, because those are what I would consider multiple week for a high level group, right?
Yeah.
Go on, good hunter.
Not world race, because that's a different thing.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me.
Like, I would not consider Savage, where we currently are, to be considered hardcore. Now, there's a way that they can do that, but I think they would have to make another difficulty between Savage and Extreme.
Hey, Chump, how you doing?
Specifically for like 8-man stuff, you know?
No, I think the tipping point for me is if you beat an Extreme and you go into Savage, it's going to kick your nuts in. Like, there is a humongous jump, especially with like tier 4 fights in Savage, where if you make a mistake, you wipe the group now.
Yeah, that's another thing. But continue with your point.
The reason why I think Savage needs to be down-tuned is because Ultimate should be the you make a mistake, you die. period. Like, I still fully stand behind that statement. Chump, we just killed the wet nurse, so we've made a lot of progress. The biggest problem right now is, again, for people like you and I, Savage is not hard. It's really not. Once you, like, tune yourself to the mechanic and understand what you're looking for, it's really not that difficult. But for people like Floral, who have not raided at all, it's a kick in the nuts.
Yes. And, like, don't get me wrong when I say this. There are fights that are good testing grounds for new players, like P1. That is an amazing first fight for people, because it's just, do you recognize the pattern? And then there's one mechanic that you have to worry about.
Honestly, I think a lot of Omega is a really good raid testing ground if you go in, like, level synced, but not mid-eye level.
But, like, especially the middle tier for Endwalker, for 5 through 8, those are not good first-timer fights.
Absolutely not.
I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast.
I also agree with Floral's point here. Is like the community, specifically NA. Let me phrase it that way. Specifically, NA is so intolerant to teaching people how the game works.
Oh, if you go on JP, they just post their fucking strat board and they just tell you where to go.
Yes. And like, if you don't understand how the strat board works or how a mechanic works, it's not 3 wipes and I'm gone. It's not, oh, my 30-minute food ran out, I'm out of here. It's, hey, this is how we're doing it. Here's a fucking spreadsheet showing you how the mechanic works.
Oh, just to explain what's about to happen here, I'm about to kill this bitch, because it's not the real Osephega, and she's currently carrying a great one in her womb. So,
oh, I fucked that up. Okay, well. Hey, I killed that baby for you, Floral.
Hey, I also killed a baby. Nice timing.
Well, there goes. Oh no, like there's a Automod shot him for that. I know what the reasoning is, but I don't know if I should accept that.
Just accept it. Again, it's relevant to what I said.
Yeah,
I literally said it out loud.
Yeah, it's relevant to what you said. It's yeah. Automod's just weird sometimes.
Yeah, again, I can adjust that later, but just let the message go through and I'll adjust it later.
Just add it back to the broken list.
Yeah.
The naughty list.
Blades is listening in the chat, yes.
Hello. I am not streaming.
He's not streaming live, but he is like a streamer. Baby killing fart. You know?
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, so... I know I'm missing optional bosses. I could go back and do those. We have 1.5 streamers on screen. Not wrong.
Sure, I'm in the corner.
Let me look up Bloodborne optional bosses real quick.
But no, like, we've talked about it a lot. Like, there's stuff that we want to see, and like one of my couple of my wish lists for not Endwalker, sorry, Dawn Trail are, one, have that casual and like classic style, so that people are not isolated from content, but also like if you play on the classic style, it like obviously you're just do more damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the other big thing is make content harder.
Like, I still think we need a harder content than Savage for people like you and me who want to take that next step that isn't Ultimate, because Ultimate is a huge fucking jump. I will argue that every day of the week.
And like that's another one of those situations where it's like it is a huge jump depending on where you start, right?
Like if you go back to Uwu, which is fucking
It's an extreme fight at this point.
Yeah,
If you are an experienced raider, Uwu is an extreme fight.
Bloodstar Beast is not considered optional. I think you actually have to kill Bloodstar Beast to continue forward, but I'm going to kill all of the optionals. For the fun of it.
That's a lot of bosses, I think.
I think I've missed like 4. Yes, I do. Hold on.
I was about to say the boss posted a few times.
Yeah, I think he just got here though.
Oh.
Is my command just not working? Hold on.
It might be broken. I haven't seen the bot in a little bit. Like, post the socials.
Yeah, I have it on a specific timer that says, hey, I need to see at least 30 messages before you can post this, so it's not just constantly posting to itself.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I have overtuned the shit out of this.
Is it not like exclamation point YT or something?
No, I never made a specific one for that. I just have the timers. Let's see.
If you are on PC, that's Twitter. Never mind.
Now I'll just make one real quick. It's not that bad.
That is, I'm just gonna scroll up and find it.
There we go. And this should just work. Or I can just not type right.
SoCal.
There we go. No, I would really, really love to see... Again, we have Extremes, which is a really good entry-level rating fight. You have Savages, which is a one-hit you die now. And then you have Ultimates, which is also a one-hit you die, but the entire fight's a goddamn puzzle. I like where Ultimates are. I do not think Savages are in the right place still.
I think, and this may be like a bit of a hot take, I think when it comes to good difficulty for Savage, I think Eden tier was like prime. Because the entirety of Eden
was a great tier.
The only fight that I can say like, we could have lived without this was 6. 6 and 7.
I actually would agree with that. I think 6 and 7 were a little boring of all things.
Specifically 7 in my eyes, because like if somebody were to ask me to go back and do 7, I don't remember the fight. It's not because I hated the fight.
It was boring.
Just that I thought it was boring.
No, it's probably rose tinted glasses for me, but I will always argue that brain just farted, sorry. Omega is still a great place to really learn how raiding works, because you have multiple fights that all function completely differently.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we really need out of raid fights. Because if you go 1 through 4, every single fight challenges you to think differently.
And like the same can be said for Alexander too. It's like Alexander's another one of those, like, people will argue up and down whether or not it's the best raid tier that we've ever had. I disagree, even though I loved Alexander here.
A lot of people have rose-tinted glasses about Midas when it first came out.
I don't. Not Gordius, not Midas, none of it.
No, like, that's because you and I were in the fucking trenches when it came out.
I was a monk player, please help.
Yeah, like, you had the worst experience with that fight.
But Omega's a good one. They're, like, Guardian I could live without. Just because I fucking hated Guardian.
Well, it's also because you had to deal with fucking laser beam as a monk.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to get away from the boss? No? Here you go.
Not just laser beam, but, Alexander existed. I would still argue that Alexander is, like, one of the better raid tiers. Because it really did just kind of fling shit at the wall and whatever stuck worked, you know?
Which, honestly, we kind of needed after Bahamut. Bahamut was a mess.
Bahamut, we don't talk about Bahamut.
No,
There's
we
a
really
reason
don't.
that was removed from normal raid roulette. There's a reason. And, like, that's why I can say, like, oh, I enjoyed Alexander, is because it was different, right? It wasn't your typical go in, fight the boss for 15 minutes, call it a day, you know? It was, hey, you've got to figure out this puzzle while also not tripping over your buddy who's trying to figure out the same puzzle. Because if you do, Godspeed, you're both dead. You know, it's like, stuff like that is stuff that I enjoy, which is why I enjoy doing ultimates. I think they're fun. I don't think they're for everybody. God, no.
Absolutely not. Like, ultimates is a commitment.
But they are, like, some of the most fun content that I've done.
No, I will always say I want to do ultimates when I have the time. Because if you don't have time and you stop doing an ultimate for a few weeks, you will completely forget how to do some of the mechanics. They're that convoluted.
Not just that, but if you're progging early, the strats are going to change.
Yep.
So the strat you may have learned week 1 is now drastically different than what everybody's now doing. And that's not, like, that's just an MMO problem.
Especially when you have every region doing different strats, which is, again, just an MMO problem.
Yeah, and like there's no way to properly fix that. It's just how people learn and how people adapt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's comfortable works.
And then you have people who adjusted to week 1 strats who refuse to go off of week 1 strats ever. We both know who I'm thinking of. But no, I think 14 is in a really awkward place, and I really hope Dawn Trail shows us that the team is prepared to make changes. Because, Jesus Christ, if they don't, it's going to end badly.
And, like, again, like, the casual base is, like, the player base, right? So, I fully expect more casuals to enjoy Dawn Trail than, like, what people would consider high-end or hardcore raiders.
No, I think that the raid tier in Solution 9 is going to be weird. Because it's either going to be returning to, like, the Alexander design philosophy of just fling shit at the wall and see what people like, or it's going to be another Dawn Trail where everything feels the same.
Yeah. And, like, I genuinely hope that not just the Savages get worked, but the Extremes do, because one of the major issues for me personally is that I don't remember any of the trial fights. The one that I do remember, or the two that I do remember, were Barbarisha and Golbez.
I didn't even do those.
Yeah, but both of those fights to me were fun. Everything else really just felt like follow the triangle. And if that's how your, like, main source of, like, oh, casuals can do this, is to just completely take away their sense of thought and just have them follow somebody else, that's bad.
That's real bad.
At least from my perspective. And, like, my perspective is, again, jaded because I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft.
Like, we grew up with, like, Cataclysm and Wrath. So, like, we've seen when a raid tier is, I'll say
bullshit.
Good. I won't say perfect.
Throne of Thunder. I love Throne of Thunder. I still have PTSD from it.
I never want to do Throne of Thunder again, thank you. But we've seen when a developer can look at a situation and go, oh, this needs to be tweaked, and they just fix it.
Citadel.
Yep. Because Citadel was a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah. It's, like, there's a lot that can be said about, like, MMOs and their philosophies about, like, buffs and nerfs and fight design, right? You could go on an endless tangent for it. At the end of the day, I just want my game to be fun, not just for me, but for the people who are, like, more actively buying the cosmetics and paying for, like, the game to continue functioning. I want it to be fun for them. Because at the end of the day, if they leave, the game's going under.
Yep. Like, we have 23 million players. That is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
But also, how many of those people are going to actively go out of their way to do a Savage fight when it's already overtuned?
Yeah, and, like, we had it. It's already happened. We're looking at P8S.
Yep. Fucking P4, like, Blood Rake was such a weirdly convoluted mechanic that just was not explained well.
And like once you figured it out, it's not that bad. But P8S was so difficult on day one that there were classes that were just strictly unviable.
Which is terrifying.
Which is against their design philosophy completely.
Yep.
And their reasoning, which I think is really hilarious, their reasoning is that their testing crew was so cracked that they were able to clear it consistently.
Which is hilarious to think about.
That is amazing. Is that their design team, like not the design team, but the testing team was so good that they were able to beat these like world first raiders in DPS. That's fucking hilarious. Because these world first raiders are optimizing every little second that they get.
Mm-hmm. Like, when you think about it for more than half a second, you look at the situation and go, that's kind of fucked.
And the fact that the fight was tweaked down only 1% on the first phase tells you that that 1% was not intentional.
Like, they literally just saw how good their team was, and they're like, oh, people can clear this. Our devs aren't that good. They don't play the game every single day.
And I think that's fucking hilarious, personally.
It's one of the things of, like, from a design perspective, a lot of developers don't realize that design fatigue is a real thing, because if they're not thinking, they will accidentally overtune a fight.
And I think that, like, especially coming after DSR, like, there was so much pressure on P8 being good that...
They just went a little too far.
And I think that's another thing. I think they made the fight a little too cinematic, too, because it became, like, in phase 1, it's like, Jesus Christ, please help me. But in phase 2, it's just, hey, here's your script. Read your lines.
Yep.
What more reason to kill idle mobs? That's like its own...
It's its own
issue.
unique problem, because every MMO has that problem, unless you want to just do fetch quests.
Like, honestly, that's another thing. Like, that's one thing I do want to, like, complain about, is that after you level your crafters and gatherers, what do you do?
Hi, Patches. God, I hate you.
Like, we could use some more, like kind of like RuneScape. We could use some more, like, quote-unquote jobs that just kind of give us odd stuff to do.
Do you think you... Indeed. I shared with you a thing most secret. You should appreciate.
Like, Slayer's a good example. Not rune crafting. That one can go to hell. Farming, we technically already have. Like, let me make, and like custom deliveries, I guess, but like, you know.
Even custom deliveries are fucking boring.
Exactly. Like, there's no fun in the crafting, and like, yeah, expert crafts exist, but like, if you do expert crafts, like, please call your parents, like, something. Talk to a human.
Like, I know you're not joking,
Amazon.
is the funniest part of that.
Yeah, sorry, Amazon. But like, I don't know. I feel like there's so much more that can be done. That's not Beast Tribe and...
Like, as someone who really has no want to do semi-casual content like crafting, crafting has no meaning to me, outside of making money. It's boring.
Crafting for me is, I get to repair my own gear.
Like, even then, for someone like me, that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, they took that away for a lot of people, too. I'm going to get my crafters up to 100, and then I'm never going to, like, level it after that.
Yep.
Like, I'm not getting the gear, I'm not melding, I'm not doing any of that. Because there's no fucking point.
It's a fucking slog is the problem.
And they made it easier with Ishgard Restoration. But
which honestly is
then
the
you're
only reason
putting
why
on
my crafters are even above 60.
And, like, even then, Ishgard Restoration is fucking boring. You put on a podcast for 6 hours and you just hit the same macro over and over until you get to a new, like, leveling point.
Yep.
And once, oh fuck. Like I, just, and like of course there's gonna be people who disagree with me on that, but like,
and they're allowed to. To be clear, like
yeah,
we are not
allowed
the god
to.
opinion here, but like you and I have a very much active like brain when it comes to 14 and how we want it to run. And we are not casual players. We are not the target audience anymore.
I am the furthest thing from a casual player.
You're a 5 times legend, which still blows my mind.
I'm
We
a
have 5 of
fucking
those.
psychopath.
But for
But,
a lot
like-
of people, they don't want to deal with that. They want to just go
Yeah.
craft and be free. And I'm like, cool, do that.
They're allowed to do that. Yeah, like, who am I to tell them that they're not allowed to craft? Like, that's like them saying, hey, get out of that raid. No, I want to do my thing.
Like, leave me alone.
Let me be a little loot goblin. I'm gonna send you some money, get me some pots and food. Thank you. You know? It's
Yep.
like, without them, I don't have pots and food. Without me, they don't have anybody to sell it to.
Like, when I started doing Submarine and shit like that, I stopped crafting when I realized it wasn't giving me any EXP. And I just started buying it. I stopped caring.
Yeah. And that's like, that's a common problem, right? Is that that's not just a you thing. Is like, even when I was optimizing my crafters and getting them perfect gear melds and having up-to-date gear on my gatherers, like, after doing that for 3 expansions, I went, this shit sucks, dude.
Yep.
And
Like,
then I started
I'll
buying
call
everything. It's
Zyra
like,
and
I'm
say,
the
Zyra,
money.
can you craft me this?
And you know what I do I've told you, but chat, you know what I do every expansion to get money? I hoard fucking crafter gatherer materia, and the second the expansion drops, I sell it.
Yep.
And I do the same thing for the next big patch. I hoard crafter gatherer materia and I sell it. You know why? Because I've made 300 mil doing this since I started doing it in fucking Shadowbringers, and nobody's gonna stop me.
Listen, if it works, never question it, you know?
Yeah, so if you're on Gilgamesh and you need to buy crafter gatherer materia, hit up your boy. He may know somebody.
Listen, you have how many fucking places you can just get shit?
I have an alt on every data center except for Oceania.
Which is nuts to think about.
Not all of them are current, but I do have an alt on every data center. Except Oceania. I do not have one for Oceania. Not because, you know, I hate people there or anything. It's just, like, I don't have a reason to play over there because most of Oceania's population still plays on JP.
Yep.
And that's just the same issue that, Sarah, what is it called? What's the new data center for NA?
Serio?
No. I thought it was Seraph, but that's one of the servers. But the 4th NA data center that nobody plays on, like, it's just a situation where nobody plays on it because they're already established and there's no reason to move.
1000%.
And like, I get adding more servers, don't get me wrong, because we have a lot of people. But at that point, just expand the server load. And I know it's not that easy. I know it's not that simple, but
the only reason why I'm going to call you out on that opinion specifically is a lot of people have that opinion without realizing how much fucking effort that takes, because their servers are already load capped.
yeah, like, I understand enough. Like, I'm not a technology expert. I know enough to get by. I know how to do my own stuff. But when it comes to, like, the nitty-gritty of it, I don't know it well enough. I know that it's not easy.
Like, as someone who
like-
does know it, they're already putting way too much money into their servers because they're getting everything
Ow.
as high as they can to handle the load they have. Which, thank you for that. The smoothers run mostly buttery smooth.
And, like, when I did the cloud server test, like, those ran buttery smooth. Like, those were fantastic. I loved that. People could actually do ultimates on those from different regions, and it felt fine.
Yep, because Cloudflare servers are insane because Amazon has infinite money. I'm really hoping that with the full implementation of a cloud-based system, that we won't have to deal with server costs, because at this point, it makes no sense to run your own server for an MMO if you can afford a cloud server, period.
Right. And like, if it gets to the point where Square needs to up their subcharge to compensate for the costs, like, I get it. But also, like, I already pay almost 20 bucks a month for my retainers and my sub. Like, that's a lot of money.
I would say I'm surprised they haven't already bumped it.
I am too, especially after Endwalker. Good lord.
Because, like,
I'm dead.
There are so many players, and there's so much to handle server-wise that I don't know how cost-wise they're surviving. Like, Square Enix in particular, because 14 is their moneymaker. True. I did not consider that. That's true.
How many people bought the whale mount? Like,
Guilty.
an egregious amount. Yeah, I'm guilty too. I'm not gonna say I'm not.
Well, technically that was my spouse's fault, but guilty.
But yeah, like, how many people bought that mount?
Like, I fucking pre-ordered Dawn Trail to get Arc. Like, I am one of those people.
I also pre-ordered it, and I got the digital collector's edition too, because I'm not paying $200 for that horrible-looking statue.
No, absolutely not.
The map was cool, but I'm not paying $200 just to get the map. You know, I'll wait for somebody to sell it.
No, somebody will sell it on eBay for like 20 bucks.
Exactly. Somebody will sell it, like, make a copy of it, or somebody on Etsy will do it better, and then, cool, I have the map that I wanted.
Floral, you bought me the Endwalker whale.
The lunar whale.
Yep. The big boy. I
Yeah,
still
the one
love
that
it
was
to
like
death.
$30.
Yeah, you bought the digital pass to one of the conventions.
She got the pass?
Yeah, I got to see the concert semi-live.
She got to say the word, bro?
No, not that pass. Fuckhead.
You're gonna throw some comedy in there. We've been talking about FF14 for like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about it because it's actually this is one of those subjects where you can get very differing opinions depending on how long you've been playing that fucking video game, you know?
Yeah. And like, again, at the end of the day, I still love FF14. Like, it's still like one of, if not the most played game that I have right now. It's just the where I spend most of my time. But also, like, son of a bitch, like, there are things that I do want to change about the game. And like, my opinion doesn't matter at the end of the
Fuck
day,
off,
right?
Patches. I need to have this happen, but
But yeah, like, at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter because I'm not a dev. I'm not a dev for the game. It doesn't matter what I have to say. But especially after Endwalker, with the homogenous play style of every class, kinda, especially the tanks, specifically Dark Knight and Warrior, the healers literally, outside of their actual healing spells, feel the fucking same.
like every class feels the same right now, and it feels horrible.
And that's not a good thing. And like, there are unique classes, like Reaper is a unique case where it does play differently, right? The same can be said about Bard. Bard plays very differently from every other fist ranged.
Yep.
Like, but when I can swap from melee DPS to melee DPS, and the only thing that I'm missing is like, oh, I was supposed to hit this here, whoops. As opposed to, hey, I just fucked up my entire rotation, can we reset? That's a problem.
1000%.
Because like, you and I have talked about this extensively. The 1 minute, 2 minute system is fucking stupid. Like, I get why it's there. It was to help the casual audience. Didn't work.
It honestly made it worse.
And again, like, an argument can be made like, oh, they did it because they wanted to make raid fights easier for harder, like, higher level players. It's like, but that's not what the players want.
No, we want to be able to choose a class and go, hey, I picked this class because I think it's cool for this reason.
And be like, that would mean being flexible is more valuable too.
Like as
a
someone
player.
who purposely picks up a class in every single job range, except for healer, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with there.
Like Sage, it's brainless.
You have value in being a person that can flex. That's not the case right now.
It's like the value in being able to flex right now is, hey, can you play healer, tank, and DPS? If you can do those three things, your case of being a quote unquote good player, quote unquote, drops because they're not different enough to really say that that's a good thing. Like, if being able to say, yeah, I can flex Scholar and Sage, that's, you know, its own course, right? Because Scholar and Sage play very differently, despite their buttons feeling the exact fucking same. Sage is a greedy healer, where Scholar is not. It's the same with White Mage and Astro. If you can play Astro, you can play White Mage, not vice versa, though.
No.
But if you're just looking for raw healing numbers and you're not looking at the depth of the class between those two, you won't notice a difference. Because you're still doing the same job. It's just that White Mage is easy. And like a lot of people play White Mage because it's easy.
I got cheated there.
Oh, you got murked by that frenzy.
No, she was supposed to die, and I was supposed to be able to survive and hit a fucking pot, but no, she chipped me, survived, and then hit me with frenzy. Oh, I'm out of pots again. That explains a few things.
Like, one of the things that bothers me specifically is, like, if you learn a DPS class, for example, that should feel unique. There should be a similar style that you can pick up, but it shouldn't be, like, the exact same.
I'm definitely going to say, like, I'm going to specifically play Reaper because it's the job that I've been looking forward to. But if Viper and Reaper are basically the same thing, I'm going to be annoyed.
That's what I'm worried about. Like I know we talked about this during Raid, but like one of the things that I really want them to do that I don't think is going to happen is like I want there to be like the trance state like they showed off in for Viper. I want every class to have a trance state, or every DPS class to have a trance state, but also have a personal LB. The reason why is because one, that sounds fucking cool, but two, then you have to think about the cost of the time you are using your trance versus your LB.
Yep. Because basically Reaper is kind of the introduction of a trance state that leads into a personal LB, because Communio is its personal LB. Like, that is a big fucking button.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing over and over with no thought.
Yep, it's the same 2 minutes every single time. The only difference is you may, like, depending on the fight, but in every Savage case, you'll either be doing double shroud, or if you're insane, you go for the triple shroud for one of your your second 2 minute.
Which most people shouldn't be doing. That triple shroud is a nightmare.
Especially because, like, that's generally, like, when you have a fight down, that's when you pop, because that's when you're getting the most damage. Like, timing all that's a fucking nightmare.
Like, you become the greediest DPS in the world if you go for a triple shroud. It is insane to watch. I will say that I really hope that... I think I can describe it this way. I want to see them adopt a buff, no nerf mentality like fighting games do.
I am willing to agree to that to an extent.
No, like taking away buttons, I never agree with. That's my big thing.
See, for me, it depends. Like stuff like announcement needs to not exist. That I'm okay with them. Like, this button doesn't exist. Let's get rid of it. That I'm fine with.
No, I'd say adjust announcement. Don't get rid of it. Like, give it a different purpose, but don't just remove it. You know?
Yeah, like that I'm fine with. That I'm okay with. But as it is right now, why would you ever have it on your bar? You know? To anybody who plays Monk, like even casually, you're hitting the boss consistently enough to have twin snakes. Why do you need this buff? It doesn't give you anything.
No, I agree with that.
Like if it did something like it used to, where you would fish for a stack of grease lightning, I would get it. Like if you could fish for a chakra, I get it. But that's sweaty optimal nerd shit. That's not something an average, like a normal player is gonna do.
I didn't fucking die. That was scary.
Congrats. Yeah, I saw you slide down that ice saving throw. Damn it. That's fine.
Okay, you're not doing
Also,
anything like super intense, so.
No, I'm doing a rando and I still don't know where this fucking key is. It's gotta be in Lethal Lava Land, because I think that's the only stage I haven't defended. Oh, I haven't done Bowser. Whoops.
You know, that would probably help. No, if Viper has a personal trance and a personal LB that is separate from the trance and it makes you think about it, it's them going back to old design, which is what we need at this point.
Yoshi P recently said in an interview, I don't want to take his words out of context because I don't know what the exact words were, but the general like tone was that he's happy he made FF14 into a fun single player experience for those people who don't have friends or have anxiety going into like duty roulette and stuff.
Hey, I found it.
Like he's got it to the point where he likes where it is for a single player experience. Now he wants to turn it into a fun MMO experience. And like, again, I don't know his exact words, so I'm not gonna take what he says out of context or put words in his mouth or anything like that. But
I think I know what area
personally,
you're talking about.
yeah, it was a recent one. It was like, I think, I want to say like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was scary. Very recent.
Ow.
I've
I've got the amygdala fucking hurts.
But like when he says a fun MMO, I generally hope he means like gameplay, visuals. It's like we're already getting a visual update coming into Dawn Trail.
Which honestly, we've been needing that.
And like people can be like, oh well, the game art like still looks fine for like a 10-year-old game. Like, yeah, Mario 64 still looks great for a 25-year-old game. That doesn't mean that it's okay to stick with those graphics when you can update them, you know?
Like, how much money do they make from this game? Like, every fucking month?
Every quarter, think about it that way.
True. Like, I'm pretty sure they put Yoshi P on the board of directors because Final Fantasy XIV is such a massive success now. And they were like, how did you do it? And he was like, oh, I just actually gave the players what they wanted.
I made a game that was fun, and like FF16 is another example of that. Like, it's already gotten 2 DLCs. One of them, I think, was just like a, if I remember correctly.
It's the 14 crossover, and then it's, what's it called? Water Snake. Leviathan, there we go.
Yeah. Everybody thoroughly enjoys 16, like, that I know of that's played it.
I think it has certain combat problems, but that's just because I'm picky and I play Devil May Cry.
No, trust me, I'm in the same boat. Like, the combat could use something for me, but I'm not gonna say it's bad. Oh, I haven't done Dire Docks either. There's a lot to be said about FF14, especially in its current state.
Again, not a bad game, to be very clear. It's just there are things that need to be changed.
And like again, I think the PvP controls for casual players is great. I think not hardcore, but the higher people who want a higher level of play will find a way to make it that. Like, even if they do add PvP controls as a permanent thing, like people will still learn to optimize their class without having to sacrifice that necessity of hitting 6,000 buttons a second, you know?
Crystalline Conflict's already proven that for us.
Good point, yeah. And I kind of hope, like, this may be a little bit of a hot take. I kind of hope Crystalline Conflict was like almost like a testing ground to see if people like the system.
I hope so. We'll see if it is, but I hope so.
I know a lot of people who don't like Crystalline Conflict, and I get why. Like, some of the maps are kind of trash, but...
Alright, Upper Cathedral Ward.
Mother... Okay. We're just gonna do this the normal way, then. I just want FF14 to be a good game. And I want to remember it as fondly as I remember Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm and, like, even to an extent Mists of Pandaria. Like, I want to remember it fondly when it does eventually cease existing.
It will, eventually. It will take a long time, but it will.
It's going to take a while, but again, like, how much life does the game truly have, you know, is the question.
In Yoshi P's own words, it will keep going as long as I am here.
And even when he was doing interviews for Shadowbringers, like, he was like, yeah, we still have the next, like, 10 years of content already, like, sorted.
Which is insane to think about for longer than 2 seconds, by the way.
Like, when you really break it down, that's just a D&D campaign.
It really is.
So, like, I'm excited, but hesitantly.
Like, that's a lot of story stuff. I'm not sure if it's all the design stuff, which is what I really want to know about.
Yeah, like, the design stuff is the important stuff for me.
Ad break.
Ad break.
I'd apologize, but I won't.
That's an asshole. You gotta get that bag, bro. It's rough out here, like, you need
like, why do you think
money.
I'm streaming every day? Like, goddamn.
I actually got a Twitch payout on Sunday, and I was like, holy shit, 50 bucks! Fuck yeah!
Like, 50 bucks is a lot.
50 bucks is 50 bucks. We're struggling out here.
Mm-hmm.
The last one in HMC I can't get. I've done, like, nothing in Lethal Lava, right? Oh, yeah? Knock this out real quick.
I need to go back to Yarhar Ghoul, that's right. Oh, boy.
Speedrun strat.
Now, I'm excited for Dawn Trail. I just really want to see it improve upon itself.
I want it to not... I want it to, like, kind of start over like ARR did a little bit.
Considering...
Like,
the one thing they did that I'm actually really kind of annoyed about is they made us a known figure.
yeah, instead of just being like, oh, they're the warrior of light. Like, they're the person fighting for our freedom. Now we are, hey, you're the super strong person from the Scions, right? Okay, cool, thanks.
It's like, I would have rather...
I would have rather been faceless still.
Like, I would have rather gone to that place and gotten involved because something was happening, and as the Warrior of Light, we can't ignore it, you know?
Yeah. As opposed to, hey, you're the Warrior of Light, come help us.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, technically at this point, like, since we know we're Azim, we're one of the fucking, or we're the seed of Azem at least. We're
Yeah.
not necessarily Azem, but we're the seed of. Like, I kind of want them to see, like, and this may be a little bit of a far-fetched dream. Oh, hey, there's the key.
There you go.
I've been looking for this for like an hour and a half. I can go finish the game if I wanted to, but I'm gonna get 70 stars instead because that's more fun.
I mean, just have the fun, right?
But anyway, back to my point is like one of the things that I really want them to do is like, because we're the seed of Azem, I want them to kind of expand on the Ascian side of us a little more. Like kind of like what they did for Emmett Selk and Vana.
No, what I would really love to see is a complete exploration of the world as Azem.
Yeah.
Which
like
might be the direction we're kind of going, because we are exploring the next area that MXL was like, hey, you haven't gone here yet.
Yeah. And like a little bit of that I think is shoehorned. Like that's as somebody who plays Dungeons and Dragons as the DM, that's what we call railroading.
Like, the way I would have loved to see it is, again, we have someone who told us, hey, there's an interesting thing this direction, you might want to go that way. I'm fine with that as a storytelling device, because it's really fucking hard to get somebody to go somewhere otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise you're herding cats.
Like, let them think they make the decision. Almost immediately that agency was taken away from us.
Yep. It's, hey, you're the Warrior of Light, you're obligated to do this.
Yep. Which, again, is me being very picky about the situation. I will fully admit that. But from
I understand it.
From a storytelling perspective, it's like, why did we just kind of agree to this? Like, oh, our friend asked us to do this. Yeah, sure, whatever, but that doesn't give me a good reason to want to go outside of, I was told to go explore this.
Right.
Like, I'm going to, because I want a summer vacation, and the Warrior of Light fucking deserves it.
But also, we know it's not going to be that easy.
No. Especially not after showing us a giant fucking city made of what seems to be Ascian parts. Like, that is way too futuristic to not be made by the Ascians.
See, I still want them to bring back the, not the Ascians, but the, line.
Line? Who are you looking for?
Grahati. I don't remember the name of them.
Oh, the Scholars?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the reason why Graha isn't coming with us is because he told Kryl to go because they needed to rebuild the Scholars.
What are they called? Something bothering me.
It'll come back to you. It always does.
Elegance. I want to expand more on the elegance that wasn't just
A plot device.
Yeah, that wasn't a plot device of, hey, Crystal Tower. Hey, that's why Grahati is important. I want more. And like, that's not me asking for more Grahati. I still think he needs to be shoved in a locker.
Grahati has had a lot of importance in Shadowbringers. He had an entire fucking story arc to himself.
And like, that's cool. And like, I really would have loved to see more of that in Endwalker, to like, of our Grahati stepping up to the plate of, hey, I'm actually the Crystal Exarch, but I don't know it yet.
No, he knows
that would have been sick. Like, that would have been so fucking cool, right?
Like, the entire point of the end of Shadowbringers was him going back into his old body.
Stepping up. Not being a... Oh, hey, Vanish Cap.
Well, no, you mentioned specifically, like, him realizing he needs to be the Crystal Exarch and, like, shit like that. He knows he's the Crystal Exarch. He should not be panicking. He has hundreds of years of experience.
And, like, he knows that, and we know that. But I'd like to see it personified a little more of him, like, even though he does know he's the Crystal Exarch, I kind of want to see, like, how he gets to that point, you know?
Yeah.
I want to see him not mature, that's not the word that I want to use, right? But I want to see him step forward as a leader. And like the Scions are like officially quote unquote disbanded, right?
At least they should be, even though they're going to be directly involved in every
story.
conflict from this point forward.
That's the story. But they're no longer together. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are gone. There's no Avengers-style world-bending entity to save everybody from their own problems. You gotta fucking figure it out yourself.
And then all of them immediately get involved.
Exactly. But also on top of that... Wait, can I... Like, on top of that, like... They're not officially gone either. Like, story-wise.
Like, I will always argue that at least one Scion should have died in Endwalker, period.
I still hold so much umbrage for the fact that Thancred did not die in Shadowbringers. Because I would have loved to see Reen step up and be the gunbreaker that Thancred couldn't be, who can reload their own fucking ammo.
No, it felt like Endwalker had a lot of really loose points that really should have gotten a second look. You know?
Yeah.
Because, like, the fact that no one died except for Xenos, who isn't even a core character, you know?
Yeah. And, like, Xenos at least went out in a cool way.
We literally punched him out of existence. Like, I can't argue. That's
After
not cool as shit.
beating his ass in that cool-ass 1v1. And, like, legitimately, if it weren't for fucking Bird, we would have died too.
Yep. God damn it.
And that, like, obviously they can't kill the player character, right? Like,
No, absolutely not.
like, Yoko Taro already tried, and Yoshi P was like, wait a minute.
Like, you literally can't do that.
As fucking funny as it would be for us Nier fans. Yeah, I don't think I would ever want to start over and get all those accolades back after busting my ass for some of them.
No.
But again, it would have been really funny. Oh, down this whole mountain I go. Oh, never mind.
No, fucking Y'shtola should have died multiple times. Thancred should have died multiple times. There are
I genuinely think it would have been cool if Urianger died in Walker. Not because, like, I hate Urianger. I love Urianger because I think he's a fucking weirdo.
His story's done. Like, he finally got his closure from fucking... My brain just blanked on her name.
Infilia?
No, not Memphilia.
Or, Hot Row Lady.
Ysayle. Or not Ysayle. You know who I'm talking about. You are correct
I know
as
who
that.
you're talking about. Hot Row Lady.
Yeah, he got his closure. Like, that was the end of his arc. He finally had a reason to stop being perfect. You know?
Yeah. He had a reason to move on, you know? But I don't know, like... There's a lot that could be said about Endwalker that I'm a little disappointed with. I think the 6.0 story was fine. There's some gripes I have with it, but like after that, the introduction of Zero was weird. Can I say that? Can we say that on the air?
I still think Zero was literally a filler character that just happened to be important.
And like, I like Zero, don't get me wrong. I think she's cool, but like...
How is she going to play in the Dawn Trail? Like, she's not.
She's not.
Like,
No,
that's...
her story's already done.
Yeah, like, they literally needed a character transition between...
They needed an excuse to add Golbez and Zeromus.
Yeah.
Like, politely. And Zero fit the bill perfectly. Because it was like, oh, what can we do to remind people that this character Xenos existed? Oh yeah. Hey, that ghost that you fought with Xenos, that was me. What the fuck do you mean? How did you remanifest and why can't we do that shit?
Like, imagine if we could. That would be insane, first of all.
trying something stupid here. Hey, it worked. I feel like there's just a lot of weird turns that Endwalker tried to take that were just plot points to be plot points. And not like literary devices, you know?
Yep. The way
0.
I've been trying to take my perspective in writing is, how does this tie into the overarching message of what I'm trying to say? And it definitely felt like Endwalker, outside of Hydaelyn's core story, did not have a core message they were trying to say.
Like, the core message was, hey, this is the end, but
it's not.
It's not. We knew that going into Endwalker. Like, if they had ended Endwalker with Endsinger, all right, you know, respect. But they didn't. Which is like the weird part, because I genuinely thought like Hydaelyn and Zodiark were going to be like parts of the patch stuff. Not, hey, these are shoehorned in 24 hours into the game.
No, the fact that Zodiark was such an early kill still bothers me.
83. It is your trial at 83, and it's still really weird for like, especially the whole thing with fucking what's his nuts? Amon. Like,
yeah,
that whole thing was just, why? I don't hate that they brought Amon back, because I thought he was kind of a goofy boy anyway. I hate that he was as important as he was, because he didn't sell that he was a villain to me.
No, he was a plot device.
Yeah.
He was not a written villain, and I will argue that point with anyone any day of the week.
Like, and I hate saying this, but especially coming off of Shadowbringers, Elidibus we knew was a villain.
Like, beginning to end, he was the target.
And like, not even to the end, because like, when he poured his heart out in the middle of his fight because he wanted to save his brethren, like, I can relate to that. It's like, damn, bro, like, you've been through some shit. And like, I genuinely think that that's still like one of the best fights. Like, not just a story fight, but like as an extreme, like, it's just good.
No, Seed of Sacrifice was great because it had a lot of meaning behind everything. Which, like, Hydaelyn tried to fucking copy, and it didn't really work.
And like, I'll say, like, Hydaelyn is a bit of a sour spot for me. Like, I've played this game too long, right? It's sour for me because, like, this is the person who we've been thriving off of. And now they're just an enemy.
Yep.
They're fucking #1 target. And I kinda get it, because it's like, okay, this is the actual entity that's been causing the fucking problem, or half of the fucking problems. We need to chill this out before we continue on. However, they're also one of the, like, driving forces of why people have fucking hope.
Yep. Like, they are literally the equivalent to Christian God. Like, that is not an understatement.
And how are they gonna deal with, like, people don't know that Hydaelyn is gone and her blessing is gone. Except the Scions.
Yep.
So how are we gonna tell the general public, hey, this god that you worship...
Yeah, she's just kind of dead, though.
Oh, what happened to her? Oh, I fucking killed her.
And he got turned.
How do we tell the general public that?
You don't. And that's exactly what the Scions choose to do.
So, like, at what point are we gonna bring that up? that Heidelin and Zodiac are, you know, no longer a thing.
No,
How are we gonna talk to people about that? That's the other thing. Is like everybody was weirdly okay with that happening.
you kind of just had to accept it at that point, is what it seemed like, you know?
Oh, whoops.
Closest of kin, bearer of well, what is thy gift?
And this is why Olympus was peak.
No, I will always say Olympus was probably the best written villain we had because Shadowbringers was a contained story.
Fuck.
We await for the odd.
Alright, moving on.
Fuck.
Did you fuck up again?
No.
You tried to be fancy.
I didn't beat the lift up there. I can still hit that though. I'm really hoping that the writing team for Endwalker like takes a few notes, because like the general consensus is like, yeah, this is okay, like, but it wasn't in the same vein that people were like, oh yeah, I like Stormblood, you know?
I'm still one of those people that just could not stand Stormblood.
Looking back at it, it's not as terrible as I originally told myself it was.
Like, as a writer in particular, I have to phrase it this particular way. That story was ass because the main character did nothing. Because we were not the main character of Stormblood.
No, we weren't. We weren't supposed to be, but like the main character, Lise, and like I have no ill will to that character other than the fact like she didn't fucking do anything. And the argument is like, oh, well, she's like a young adult slash a teen, like she doesn't know what she's doing, but you had the whole expansion to become a leader and you never did.
Yeah, they
Never
were just
showed,
handed
like,
the leadership.
yeah, and like I get why, because like that was her home country, but like Kian is right there.
And Ian's actively there the entire time.
He's just a lazy fuck who doesn't want that responsibility. And like I respect that, like don't get me wrong.
But he could have, his character arc could have been growing into it. You know?
Instead it was just like, hey, I want to fight. Thanks, Ian. And I know that's not his actual story, but like, with as often as he's like, hey, go kill that, it really feels like it.
No, absolutely. How are you not dead? I think my biggest gripe, Shadowbringers was such a good story that the primary writer of Shadowbringers got a major promotion. I don't think that, in the nicest way possible, I'm not sure if she was prepared to take over the overarching lore.
Yeah.
Like, she is still a great writer, because I'm pretty sure a lot of, like, the softer moments in Endwalker are because of her direction and her writing. But the overarching lore and the overarching goal of the story...
That's a lot.
Yeah. Like, no writer is prepared for that amount of bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially if she was put into that role and was told, hey, we have all this planned out for the next 10 years, and you have to kind of deal with it.
Yeah, like, they have at very minimum, they have a skeleton for the next 10 years of FF14. You know, as of Shadowbringers, apparently.
Yeah.
Supposedly. That's a lot of content. Like, not just story-wise, either. That's just, like, a lot for any one person to deal with. I can't imagine being the head of it.
Like, imagine being told your entire job is to make this make sense.
I already do that enough with D&D campaigns. Like, does this make sense? Ah, fuck it, we'll figure it out.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. Like, it's literally that kind of situation.
Yeah, but not being able to do that because, like, I'm the writer of my own story, right? Not 23 million people's opinion about a video game.
Yep.
That's a lot of fucking responsibility.
No, the fact that Dawn Trail is going to a new area, I hope the writing team can shine again, because we won't have a lot of established things to work with. Because they're already saying the culture is really different, how you should be doing things is really different, it's a completely new story, completely new area, like, we're starting the next cycle.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of hoping, like, it's a little bit of an ARR style.
It feels like it.
Is that we'll get something that feels new. Because, like, Old Charlene was talked about so much, it didn't feel new.
No, Old Charlie has been mentioned how many times in the base game? Like,
Y'shtola's from there.
The twins are from there.
The twins are from there. Or Y'shola may not be from there, but it's where she studied. Sorry.
Every smart person is from there, is how I've been phrasing it.
Yeah. I think Arianje's technically from there.
Yes, he also studied there.
So, like, it's been in our face for so long, it didn't, like, the city looked nice, but it didn't feel like it was a new experience.
No, not at all.
Also, fuck Labyrinthos. I know I'm not the only one who has that opinion either. Fuck that zone.
Nope, I agree.
Oh, that's bad throw.
Let's see. Trying to find
like,
this fucking key.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, I'm now doing it the way that you did.
Hey, my rando's done.
Nice. Gonna do it again?
I could.
But I'm still going like for another maybe half an hour, I think.
That's a longer scene than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, let's look at the spoiler log. Basically everything's a power star. Where was my metal cap? Metal cap was HMC 100 coins. Okay, so we do have 100 coins randoms on here. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I never needed that, huh? That's good to know. I got wing cap, I got vanish cap, I got both keys. I think that's it. Nothing else in here that's really crazy. Enable. Wait, that's a new feature? Okay, so Archipelago added a new feature for Mario 64.
Cool.
Very similar to Super Mario World. So when you play Super Mario World on Archipelago, you cannot run, spin jump, or use power-ups or Yoshis until somebody unlocks them for you.
Well then.
You know what you wouldn't be allowed to do in Mario 64 without, if you did that?
Wing cap, triple jump, dive, kick.
The randomized moves specifically are backflip, climb, dive, ground pound, kick, ledge grab, long jump, side flip, triple jump, and wall kick.
Wow.
I kinda want to play with those settings because that sounds hilarious.
That sounds like a nightmare. Go nuts.
I'll probably submit it in I need to. Oh, I need to see if it's active. Where's BTC? I have to find the Mothman. There it is. When is this Archipelago thing? Saturday the 20th. Okay. Submit. Game. Oh, no. Options page.
Also, I love how we started talking about nerd shit and it got real fucking quiet in my chat.
Sorry!
I'm not.
I'm gonna keep horses. We're gonna keep move randomizer. Yes, that's what I want. Deathlink always funny.
So what, when one person dies, everyone dies?
If they have the deathlink option on, yes.
That's hilarious.
I can keep horses only. No. Fuck it. That sounds fun. I'm gonna throw
Okay,
this
then.
documents. I don't know what YAML that is. That's dead to me. Somebody made a YAML zone. Alright, well that's submitted.
Have
I'm surprised
fun.
Ezreal hasn't called me a fucker for calling him at work. Anyone wanna do farming? Oh, Proto's streaming. What?
What happened?
Proto is streaming.
Oh, Proto's streaming? Neat. What happened?
I was messaging Choco and I forgot I put a note on her account for myself.
What did you put?
So, you know how she pronounces penguin, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says penguin.
Yeah.
So, she was talking to her coworkers one day and she spelled penguin out. You'll never guess how she spelled it.
Penguin.
Penguin. So that's the note on her.
That's
On her
hilarious.
Discord for me is penguin.
All I can say is you better be glad she loves you.
Oh.
Alright, where am I going?
Hold on. We're gonna test it. We're gonna test something stupid. My phone is just cold in my room. It is like 30 degrees. Not 30. It's like fucking 90 degrees outside today. We're gonna test something. See if she answers. Hello? You wanna play Stardew? Okay. Hung up.
Is that a no?
Yeah, she wants to play. I probably won't play on the R file. I'll probably make a new one.
That's fine.
I can play on R file. Who gives a shit? We're in winter anyway, so it's not like it's gonna make that much of a difference.
Nah, I should be fine, honestly.
Alright, back to Stardew Surfers!
We've returned.
I love Stardew.
I'll definitely say it's a better game than I anticipated.
It's a lot more open than people give it credit. Wait until they join the call. Join in here, Goofy. While she's doing that, I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick.
Have fun. Ow. Ow, ow. There we go. Time to run. Cool. Surprised you didn't die from that.
I've returned.
I have made it to the cathedral ward.
I'm proud of you. Jella. Oh, you sound sick.
I'm not sick.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, how did I sound sick? I just said yes.
Oh, because you went.
I'm not doing my normal screeches.
Yeah, I noticed.
Dude.
Invite and watch. I'm just gonna text Ezra live for.
Welcome to the Upper Cathedral Ward.
Accept the invite.
I'm already here.
Are you?
Yeah, it
Oh,
says
you are.
pause.
Why didn't you tell me to unpause?
I don't know. Usually when I tell you stuff, you yell at me.
You yell at me all the time.
No, I don't.
You guys yell at each other.
Chickens.
Yeah, check the chickens in the coos.
You won't have the chicken murderer today, at least.
Yeah, they decided they wanted to get sick.
All things considered, really not their fault.
No, but it is funny to talk shit.
True. They may have passed out on the couch, honestly. They did not have a fun experience last night.
Yeah.
Again, medicine adjustment's a nightmare in and of itself, so.
Dehydrate apples?
Flaws, and I heard that. I'm in
Oh.
trouble.
Krobus! Oh, bye, Krobus. What did they hear? Was it the chicken murderer comment?
Yes.
All the animals are taken care of.
God, I
What do I
hate
do
the
with all this
sounds of
free
this
time?
area.
I'm eating cheese.
Cheese.
Sure.
No. Because you didn't take your lactate.
I need to take it when I eat cheese, not before I eat cheese.
Shame.
I got literally dogpiled in a corner.
Oh. No cheese for Choco.
Oh,
Bad for you.
not bad for me.
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because you have a baby stomach. You have stomach for babies. Uh-huh. There's that crystal fruit we need. I gotta pop open the sody.
Fucked up.
Son of a... It's gonna be really funny in July when I make those nachos and don't give Choco any cheese on.
God damn it.
That's so mean.
You want salsa though?
What? I want everything.
I'm just gonna make a big tray.
Good.
Okay.
And I get to have some, right?
Nope.
I don't know what to tell you, Choco. You walked into that.
I'm finding so many books. They must have dementia because they forgot that I'm him. Still one of my favorite fucking jokes. Gross.
I put myself in a fucking corner.
Why?
I forget where to go in this area because it's just one big giant fucking room.
Man, what else do I do today?
See, now that it's winter, you don't have to worry about fucking crops all the time.
Yeah, and now I don't know what to do with my time.
Don't ask me that question. I just go fishing.
I should go to the mines.
Well, then do that. Why not upgrade your backpack? You already have 60 grand.
Well, because the 60 grand is not going to last long when spring rolls around. I guess we could throw some of the mixed seeds in there. Powder melon? No, we may have some crops after all. Hi, Abigail. Any reason you were at Robin's, or... voracious slut? No? Nobody?
I'm trying not to be lost right now, to be honest.
Okay, Choka?
I lost my fish.
Lost your mind, too. Good thing powder melons are in season. Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Fuck yeah. In real life, not in game.
Out of my brain.
What are you doing?
Who, me?
No, the... Never mind. Yes, you.
I don't know where stuff goes, so I gotta look through all the boxes again.
Oh, mixed seeds are out of season. That's hilarious.
You're kidding me, right?
Oh, would I lie about that?
Not you.
Tee.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Cola. Sister handed me one of her special colas. Cheers. Oh, right, we don't have a fisher. Oh, the aquarium's done.
Then you will not have a fisher from me because I need to get to editing after I'm finished here.
Oh, you're good. It just kind of hit me. I was like, oh, we need to... There's winter fish to catch, right? No. Choco, when we get a milk, by the way, or large milk, we do need to donate that.
Okay. Wait, aren't there? Sure, did you already finish all of
We finished it.
it? Oh.
Be foraging for the last winter bundle, or for the last foraging bundle, and then there's just one more of this. And then we don't have to worry about foraging anymore, which means this will be completely useless for me. Because I'm already married. Well, not useless, but blackberries still exist, and so do salmon berries. Oh, I didn't check the questions.
Do you want me to go check them?
I'm checking them.
Okay.
I was right here. Question.
I don't know if you guys hear me fucking mashing that when that happens.
No, we can't. It's not going through your mic.
Like, I'm not surprised that my PS5 controller would hit me or not.
Choco, I'm not surprised you're going to bed at 8:30. But I am going to call you old.
Why? There's nothing else to do, and it's dark.
Get a glow ring.
I don't even know where that is.
Well, we can buy one. Or we can go into the mines. I found a holly.
This has gotta be one of the most annoying areas. There we go. There we go. Got the fucking key.
Ooh, what you leveling up? Oh, it's snowing! Look, Choco!
Yay!
You know all about snow, don't you?
Yeah, too bad it's still snowing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's still snowing?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
That's fucked up. Are the jellies done? No. Is the kegs done? No.
We had one day that was in the 70s, and then all of a sudden it snowed.
It's gonna rain tomorrow and it's gonna be like 78. Which is great because today we had a high of like 92.
Damn.
Uh, uh.
There's a joke to be made here, but it's a little political. And I refuse to go into any political subject on streams.
I appreciate that. Then again, we also just talked about Final Fantasy 14 for a solid hour straight.
Yeah, but like, yeah, we both agree and disagree on a lot of stuff too, so that helps.
It does.
Joko, I got you something.
Is it another cow?
No, we cannot get another cow until we upgrade.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm trying to force one of my other buddies into playing Stardew. Not like right now, but I'm like, so when's Stardew? Just being an asshole. As I tend to be with stuff like this. Go, where are you?
I just finished taking care of the cows and I'm getting the pine tar.
Oh, honey.
There goes Celestial Emissary.
Hey, Joko.
Yeah.
And that is a good point for me to call it. Good God.
Wait, hold on. Put him on. Now Choco has mouse ears.
Oh, that's cute.
I look like a raccoon.
Trash panda.
That's literally...
Alright.
Wait a minute.
I need to go in this pink box. Oops, sorry.
What is it?
Pine stuff. Pine oil.
Yeah, pine tar's in there.
There you go. Yeah, okay. See, I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm proud of you.
Animals are taken care of. Do you mean to do anything or we just go fish?
You can do whatever.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna
Yeah.
send everybody over to Lost Sailor at Sea.
I was about to say Proto's also still streaming, I think.
I don't think many people are here right now, honestly. It's been real quiet for a while. Alright, as per normal, if you enjoyed your time here, please follow. If you really enjoyed your time here, please subscribe. If you really, really enjoyed your time here, tell your friends about me. Outside of that, everybody please have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves and be safe.
We're gonna go bye forever.
Goodbye.